Here we have the current stock market update for Supermicro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, this is the 1 hour price chart. Each candle on this time frame represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see, we're starting to sort of flatten out here a bit after roughly coming into contact with the top of the price gap that we were watching in the prior video. So I think I'm actually going to zoom in a bit here. Let's look at the indicator reading first. Let's just sort of get a sense of where we stand here because, the overall reading here is a bit more positive than negative, but there is some developing bearish momentum as well. So I do think that overall the indicator reading sort of supports the upward outlook here, but I do want to sort of move in here a bit also and look at the shorter term timeframes as well. Because, I want to sort of look at this possibility here that we have now finished sort of moving higher here after filling in this price gap. So what we were looking at previously in the prior video was this 2675 level, which would be right around here. And as we can see, this most recent price high actually came in at 2625. So it's a little bit interesting that we're starting to flatten out here, and I'm starting to suspect that this prior price gap might now be finished. For the most part, we did recover most of these losses that we're seeing here. This wasn't done completely, which is a little bit strange. I mean, we could be sort of basing here for another movement higher, and then we would actually fill that price gap. But I'm starting to wonder whether this will actually be filled or not. I mean, a price gap doesn't necessarily need to be filled. It all depends on whether or not the orders that were in place in that area are remaining active. So this price gap really did fill. It started to create itself, develop during the November 6th trading session. So that does look like there really should be a brief enough period of time here for the stock to completely fill that area. So I'm sort of wondering here if we're just sort of basing here for another movement higher, and then we actually would be able to get that done. If we do see a share price break movement above this 2675 region, the next level of resistance comes in right here at $28. So that would be this price zone here. This is really the resistance area that was in place right before that downside price gap was created. So it is a very significant resistance level at the moment because this is ultimately what generated the downward momentum that ultimately led to this price low coming in at $20.40. So, seeing an upward price movement here, at least from a chart perspective, would be a positive development. Now, I think we know at this point, if anybody that's been watching these videos long enough, I think we know at this point not to get too excited over any chart development with this stock. I mean, this thing has been incredibly difficult to trade. But that also doesn't mean that we simply ignore the chart analysis either, because it's really, in some sense, all we have. I mean, it's really all that we have on a daily basis. We might get some news stories or some commentary from management and things like that. Those events are important. They can be critically important. But if we don't have those types of news releases, we really don't have any other information. So all that we really have at that point is the price action itself, is the chart history itself. And it does give us a lot of information about what's going on. I mean, it tells us market behavior, what are investors actually doing, and things like that. So this is still valuable information. Even though this has been an extremely unpredictable stock. I mean, this thing has just been a nightmare for most of this year. You really don't see share prices move in the way that this stock has, and then completely retrace all of that upward price rally that we saw between January and March of this year. So, from a shorter term perspective, I do understand that there are a lot of people in the comments that sound like they're taking shorter term positions. You can obviously do whatever you want with your money. But we do have to understand that stop losses need to be in place for this stock because there is a lot of risk that's associated with this name at the moment. We really, what would happen if we see a new piece of news related to that Department of Justice investigation? I think that would be my biggest concern at the moment. If we did hear something like that, that would be a major piece of bad news, and then we could start to look at those prior support zones that we were actually looking at, maybe closer to $10. It's not hugely out of the realm of possibility at this point because it's just not a big distance away. I mean, we're trading at lower than 25 at the moment, so a movement into, say, the lower teens or something is not impossible at this point. But if you're going to be looking to trade a stock like this, I do recommend taking a look at the members only Discord, because that is a much more active trading community. There are a lot of people that are constantly monitoring stocks. I mean, there's someone in every time zone, basically. All time zones are really represented in that in the Discord itself, and that does enable us to sort of be alerted to stock developments as they happen. So it's a very good way of sort of joining a trading group. It can help prevent a lot of losses. There are costs associated with the group. Is $29 a month or $21 roughly if a year is purchased at a time. But these are the types of tools and outside opinions and trading within a group is useful because it can really help to avoid much larger losses. I mean, that $29 or $21 might seem really small in comparison if we're losing, several $100s or several $1,000s or tens of thousands of dollars or, whatever the case may be. So it really does seem small in comparison when we start to make difficult trading decisions. And with a stock like this, I would definitely recommend that at the moment. So currently, we are still looking at resistance zones that come in right around 26.75, 26.25, sort of that zone there. There is still a possibility that this price gap does get filled, but we're starting to sort of base here, and it's possible that we could also be rolling over. So that next resistance level comes in at $28, and then from there, you would definitely be looking at a move back into $30, in my opinion, possibly even into the mid 30s if we were able to break above $28, because at that point, you would be breaking above this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement zone. This also comes into contact with the top of a prior price gap. I mean, this chart history is just full of price gaps. Anybody that has been watching the stock knows that very well. But this is the top of a prior price gap as well, roughly this 3130 area. So if we do see breaks above this region, I do think that it's possible then to start carving out a foothold in these lower 30s, of course. But we do need to keep watching for news developments for this stock because, this stock has really just been one bad news story after another. So here's the current market update for Supermicro Computer, stock ticker SMCI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.